Welcome to the Darkroom video part 2. Here is where you will learn how to develop and create new films. If you haven't watched the last video, click on this link over here. Before we move on to developing film, we will first need to grab a few chemicals. We're going to need a developer, fixer, and a stopper. After we prepared the chemicals for the developing, we're going to need to grab some trays for our chemicals. Now that we've prepared the developer, we're going to need to move on to the stopper, which is just water. So we can just go over to the sink and get some water. Now that we've prepared our chemicals for our development, let's begin developing. These are the materials that we're going to be using for our developing process: photopaper and tongs. We're going to be placing our photopaper inside the developer for 1 minute. And make sure you press it down so that all the chemicals can get soaked up. Now that our photopaper has been there for 1 minute, we can take it out and move it to the stopper and rinse it for around 30 seconds to remove all the excess chemicals. After we've rinsed our photopaper, it's time to move on to the fixer, where we can turn our photo into a permanent image. Now that we've finished our developing process, we're going to need to do one more step to make sure that it's clean and ready to hang. For our last step, we're going to need to prepare this piece of equipment so that our chemicals can be completely cleaned off of the photopaper. Now that the water is overflowing, we can go grab our photo paper. Now here is our photo paper, and now we will insert it inside. Now that we've gone through all the steps of developing our film, we're going to move on to the next room to leave it there to hang and dry. Here we are in the film room where we can prepare to hang our film. And now we just leave it there to hang and dry. Now that we've finished with our developing film, we're going to need to pour back our developer into the respective container. And we're going to need to use a funnel so that we can avoid spilling. And we need to wear some safety gloves so that we can protect our hands from the chemical, just in case anything goes wrong. Now we're going to cap the bottle and place it back to where we found it. Moving on to the stopper, it's just water, so we can just pour it down the sink as usual. Moving on to the fixer, it's just the same process as the developer. We're just going to need a funnel and safety gloves. finally we can put the cap on and put it back into the cabinet where we found it. Now that we've finished clearing out the chemicals inside of these trays, let's put them back into the sink and rinse them thoroughly. Now that we've finished with our cleaning up and baking our film, we're gonna get ready and head out the dark room.